Okay, so you're thinking about buying a house. This video is for anyone thinking about buying their first home and what the first time mortgage quest might look like. So I'm gonna take you through the process relatively quickly, and then I'll be open for questions as soon as the video is done. You can reach out to me. Um, so one of the biggest quests you'll ever go on, buying your first home, right? In this video, we're gonna break down the entire mortgage process step by step, so that you can walk down that mortgage path with total confidence, right? So you're ready to buy a home, but the idea of getting a mortgage can feel a little terrifying. You're not alone, because you may be feeling that excitement or panic or everything, right? Let's look at it different, where it's not going to be terrifying, but let's look at it a different way where it can be a little more manageable. So I'm going to give you a path here, and you're going to look at this now, and I want you to know this like the back of your hand. So got an illustration here, 1 through 6. You're going to get your pre-approval. Clock starts ticking. You got the underwriting gauntlet, danger zone, final numbers, claiming your keys to your new home. So let's get to it. First things first, before you start thinking about how or what color to paint your bathroom or living room, you need to know how much house you can afford. So let's talk about the pre-approval, that golden ticket. It's absolutely crucial that you understand the difference between a pre-qualification, which is like a casual chat on, it's like a rough guess that you can get numbers with over the phone. The pre-approval is the actual real deal. That means the lenders looked at your bank statements, your pay stubs, credit report, and they're making a commitment to lend you money. So in this illustration, pre-qualification is like a pinky promise, right? But the pre-approval is that signed contract, and that is like a golden ticket. It shows that you're a serious buyer. So pre-qualification versus pre-approval, you want that pre-approval. Because a pre-approval is a formal thing, the lender is going to do a hard pull. They're going to pull your credit. It's normal, and it's part of the process. Don't be alarmed when you see that inquiry. Credit will recover, and this is for your house. So you did it. Let's say you found the house, you made an offer, and they said, yes, this is great. But now the invisible clock starts going, a giant invisible clock. As soon as they accept your offer, there's a bunch of things that are going to start happening, and they're going to start happening fast. That signed contract is the start. It's going to go to your lender to make your application official. You're going to put down earnest money. It's a deposit in good faith and sits in a neutral account called an escrow that says you want the house. The lender's going to send you a loan estimate by law. Within 3 days, it breaks down all of your costs. And after that, you're going to make a big decision of locking your rate so it can't change. Once that application is official, you're going to enter the underwriting gauntlet. Be prepared. This is going to be the longest phase of the whole journey, and it could definitely feel a little nerve-wracking, a little stressful, because your life goes under a microscope. They look at your entire finances. The underwriter is pretty much your financial life is in the hands of the underwriter. They're like the judge, the only person with the power to give you the final yes or no on your loan. They're going to hold a magnifying glass to it, and they have the ultimate yes or no say. What is the judge or the underwriter looking for? It comes down to the 3 C's. First is credit. Do you have a history of paying your debts on time? Simple enough. Capacity. Can you actually handle this new mortgage payment? They're going to calculate your income to debt to income ratio to figure that out. Collateral. Is the house you're buying worth what you're borrowing? But that's going to be done. That's going to be figured by a appraisal. During this phase, you might get a request for more information when they're combing through your statements. It's called a conditional approval. Basically, the underwriter is saying, hey, everything looks good here, but you need to explain this deposit on your bank statements, or don't get alarmed. This is normal conditional approval, but get them everything you need when you can. While the underwriter is doing that, you are now going to be entering the danger zone, and you want to avoid last-minute issues while they're combing through your files, right? It's important that you don't do anything to change your financial situation. Look at this ice block right here. Burn this into your brain. Financial freeze. From the moment your application goes into underwriting until you have the keys to that house in your hand, make sure pretend that your finances are frozen. Don't do anything. Look at this list. Don't buy a new car. Don't go get a whole living room worth of furniture. Don't quit your job. Don't change jobs without talking to your lender. Any of these moves can mess with the ratios and put your whole loan approval in jeopardy. So realistically, just don't do it. Okay, take a deep breath. You made it. You survived the gauntlet. You navigated the danger zone, and the finish line is in sight now. You're about to hear those 3 magical words when it comes to getting a home. Clear to close. The 3 most magical words you could hear are clear to close. So it feels great to hear that. It means that the judge, the underwriter is satisfied, the conditions have been met, and your loan is 100% officially approved. Now it's time for a huge sigh of relief. Once you're clear to close, you get your closing disclosure, which is your final documentation. Here's a way to think about it. The loan estimate you got in the beginning, that's the practice test. The closing disclosure is going to be your final exam, right? So you have to get it 3 days before closing so you can take them and put them side by side. So I would do your due diligence, right? Put that loan estimate and that closing disclosure side by side, compare those numbers, do the numbers match up? The numbers should be really, really close. If a fee looks different on closing, close to closing day, call your lender and ask what's going on, but they should look relatively the same. And then boom, here you are. The final step, the grand finale, closing day. This is the day where all becomes real. When you sign the last of the papers and you officially and finally become a homeowner, right? Make sure you bring your driver's license, your ID, government issued, down payment money, certified funds, cashier's check, or set up a wire transfer. And you are definitely going to want a comfortable signing hand. Bring your favorite pen. You're going to send like a whole forest worth. You're going to sign like a whole forest worth of paper. And once that transfer is confirmed, whether the money's once that transfer from the lender to the seller is done, the home is yours, right? So you got pre-approved. You paid your earnest money. You survived underwriting, keeping the finances frozen. You got that clear to close. You compared your documents, made sure all the numbers were good. You showed up on the big day prepared, and that's your mat. You can do it. And that's pretty much it, right? The quest is over. But let's be honest, right? That's the beginning of another journey, right, of home ownership. And though we went over this relatively quickly, you know that there's going to be some hurdles. And when you're in the process and you're doing it, it's not going to be easy as listening to a guy on YouTube. And I totally understand that. But if you need professional assistance, you certainly want to reach out to me. Email. I'm on Instagram, Tony G, the Realtor 1. It's always good to have a professional by your side, or if you need advice with anything, buying your home, selling your home, referring somebody, or helping a relative who's trying to navigate the maze. I can certainly help them. I'm a 15-year real estate professional. I've owned a bunch of rental properties, been bank management. I've managed banks, done loans. Over that time period, I've helped a lot of people obtain loans, get through the loan process. I can refer you to some of my constituents in the mortgage space. Reach out to me. Any information you might need. Doesn't matter where you are. I'd certainly like to help you. My name is Tony Green. I am a real estate professional with the Moyer Realty Group at Iron Valley Real Estate, a full-service real estate firm in the Lehigh Valley, but I'm here to help anybody who has questions. Questions, concerns, comments, please leave them here or shoot me an email. So again, my name's Tony, real estate professional, Moyer Realty Group, Iron Valley Real Estate. And I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Hey, good luck on your home buying journey. Would love to be a part of it. But now you have somewhat of what to expect here. So talk soon.